This is good, better, best for an Alpine single DIN radio with USB input and Bluetooth. With all the tech available in floating panel radios and double DINs, you would think single DIN radios would be a thing of the past, but you will be surprised. So hang out with us as we explore these single DIN radios manufactured by one of the best head unit brands on the market, Alpine. Hey, I'm Josh with Breakers Stereo. Now this category is still being kept alive and we still sell lots of these radios. Some cars just cannot accept a larger radio, and on classic vehicles, we install them inside glove boxes to keep the original look of the dash. We also use these radios a lot in older Harleys with single DIN openings. And these are priced much less than LCD radios, and for those reasons, we still continue to sell lots of these style radios. There's not as many models available as there were in the past, and Alpine only makes 4 total. We left out the CDE 170 because there is no Bluetooth and we don't sell too much of that model. So that leaves these 3 radios: the UTE 73 BT, the CDE 172 BT, and the CDE 175 BT. We'll go over the features and the differences for each radio, take a look at some of the physical attributes, and do a demonstration. If you're in the market, our goal is for you to have a clear understanding of what you get as you go up in price and what you lose when you go down. Now there are lots of similarities, so we'll start at the top and move our way down and let you know what you lose when you step down. Okay, best CDE 175 BT. This is an AM FM CD tuner with RBDS information. It plays FLAC, MP3, WMA, ACC files compatible through the USB. Is made for the iPod and iPhones. Okay, it says you need a KCU-445i, which is sold separately, but that is if you have that old unit with that fat pin connector cable, okay? But if you simply use your white cable, you can plug directly into the USB, and that will work perfectly fine on iPhones. Okay, this works with Pandora for music on iPhones and Android. It has built-in Bluetooth for phone calls and music streaming. This is Sirius XM ready. You will need to buy the Sirius XM tuner, which is sold separately. It has a front USB port and an auxiliary port as well. So this is a one-line high contrast LCD display with RGB illumination. We'll go over that during the demonstration. This is NFC equipped, and what that is it allows you to pair up your phone much quicker when doing Bluetooth. This radio has 3 sets of pre-outs at 5 volts. Built-in amplifier is 18 watts times 4. It has a 24-bit D-to-A converter, a 3-band parametric EQ, high pass and low pass crossovers, bass engine SQ, steering wheel remote ready. You will need to buy a steering wheel adapter in order for that to work. And this radio will plug and play Alpine's KTP-445A power pack. This is our top of the line radio in this category, and when we're doing any good audio system with multiple amplifiers and subs, this is our go-to. This radio is extremely well priced at $219. Okay, in the better slot is the CDE-172 BT. Okay, so the features you don't get with this radio is it's not NFC equipped, so the Bluetooth chip is not quite as good, and it's 4 volt pre-out instead of 5 volt pre-out. Also a very popular radio, great features, and a good price at only $149. Finally, in the good spot, the UTE-73 BT. Now make note, this does not have a CD drive. Also, the feature that you lose is a 2 volt pre-out instead of the 4 volt pre-out. And this radio retails for only $119. Not bad. Okay, so since these radios are very similar, we'll unbox only one because physically they come with the same thing, and then we'll do a demonstration only on one because they function identical besides the added features. Okay, so we'll use the CDE-175 BT for both. All right, let's go. All right, so the first thing we have is the separate Bluetooth mic, the harness, faceplate. Now, these used to come with cases for the face, but they no longer come with them. So if you're asking if it comes with it or they didn't include it, unfortunately, they don't any longer. It's been a while since I've heard of anyone stealing car stereos. I'm sure it happens. But yeah, no case for this. So be careful when you're taking it off. You don't want to scratch the face or drop it or break it. So all these have a knob, and I really like that feature. Nice feel to the buttons, nice and solid. So You know, these are well made. Here is the manual. So you do get a manual. The manual is actually the same on all of the radios that they carry, all four, including these three, obviously. And then we have the body of the radio. Okay. Okay, so it does come with a cage. So the cage will slide into your stereo kit. If you've never installed one of these, cage goes in first. Then you tab those down. This will slide, and also it will lock. One thing I did leave out, this does come with a set of keys and some mounting screws. The mounting screws would be if you're using, let's say, the factory brackets, you can screw to the side of the radio, or even an aftermarket kit, you can screw it to the side of the radio. And the keys are designed to do this. So let me show you. So once this is in the cage and it's locked in, if you ever need to remove it for whatever reason, so it'll slide in like this, and it will click like that. And I'm just gonna push it out this way, so you're able to grab these and just pull it, and then from there, you can see this slides out and you can remove it from the cage. All right, so that's what these little things are for. So you don't want to throw those away just in case you need them. You have your Sirius XM. So this one has the Sirius XM. The UTE-73 does not, as I mentioned. There's your main harness. You have the remote, and that is for the steering wheel remote input. And then you have the mic input. Then you have your front set of RCAs, rear set of RCAs, sub RCAs. So they all pretty much look like this. So that's that. Let's go and fire this thing up. So let's talk about some of the physical attributes to this radio. You do have the volume knob, as I mentioned. I really like that. That's really nice to be able to reach over and turn the volume up or down. You do have the USB here over to the right, and then beneath it, you do have the 3.5 millimeter input plug. CD player, CD drive is here on the top, and then if you want to release the radio, the button's here. So if I tap that, that'll take it off right there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put it back on. And then you have your source button here, and that'll go from tuner to CD to USB to auxiliary to Bluetooth audio, Pandora, Sirius XM, and then back to the tuner. Now, if I wanted to adjust the bass and treble, this radio, it's actually a dual functioning button. So there's a music note right there. So if I tap that just once, briefly, then it'll go to my bass, and I can adjust here with the knob. If I tap the knob, it'll go to mid, and then treble, and then sub for level, and then balance, and then fade, and then back to bass. Now, I can either wait for it to time out, or if I just tap the button again, it'll go back to the main menu. All right, you can tune here if you have a CD in. That will also track up, track down. Phone is hooked up to it, and you play music, it will track up and track down. If I like a station, presets are on the bottom, just hold down. There you go, and that sets the memory. Now, let's go into the setup. Now, that same button that you control the audio settings with is a setup button as well, but you have to hold that in for a couple seconds, so that will... All right, so now I'm in my setup menu. So as you can see, I have Bluetooth, I have display, audio, general. So let's go to general really quick. I can set the beep to on or off if I want. Auto tuning, RDS, and then if I want to go back, there is a back button to the lower left of the volume knob. That'll take me out of there, and then I have audio. So you have your EQ preset. You can set to user, flat, pop, rock, news, jazz, electric dance, hip hop, easy listening, country, classical, and then it doesn't scroll through. So if you want to go back, you have to go back. So I'm just going to set to user. 3-band parametric EQ. So you have your bass. So here you're able to actually pick the frequency in which you want to boost. So if our center frequency for our bass is 100, and let's say we want it to be 80, then we can just set to 80. It goes all the way down to 60, as high as 120. So let's just say 80 for our center frequency. Or Q is how wide that frequency will be. So either narrowed at 1/2 to 1 to 1.5 to 2. All right, so let's go back again. That's your bass band. You can also do your mid band, okay? So if I wanted to pick that frequency, 1K is good, but you can go as high as 2.5, as low as 500, and then you can also set the Q as well. And then on your treble, you can go as high as 15K, as low as 7,500, all right? And then of course you can pick the Q as well. All right, so that's pretty nice. You're able to do that. Let's exit out again. audio, then you have display. You can do blackout, I'm not gonna do that. That was just basically black everything out. Dimmer. If you set to auto and wire up the illumination wire, then it'll dim with your dash lights. Okay? All right, to brightness, you can adjust brightness here. Key color options. So you got blue, purple, pink, rose, white, or you can actually customize it as well. And if you want to customize it, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and we're gonna go to display color, customize, go into RGB. So red, I can add or subtract, and then green, add or subtract. So let's say I wanted to make it green. So we're gonna go all the way green. Okay, we took the red down, and then on the blue, we'll pull the blue down a little bit as well. And that gives us that green right there. All right, so that is on the display. Let's go back and do the buttons. I kind of skipped over that. Back again, display color, key color, customize. Okay, so red, let's start with red. We'll pull the red all the way down, and then blue, we'll pull the blue all the way down. So you can get in there and customize this how you like, and this is available on all these models. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it green. All right, I'm going back to the menu. So let's talk about Bluetooth for a second. This has a better chip than the other two radios, and Alpine labels it as NFC equipped. So on your Bluetooth, when you're doing your pairing, it is definitely much quicker with the 175 versus the 172 or the UTE 73. Hands down, there's been times where we're trying to pair a phone in a customer's vehicle on the 172 and the 73, and it does take a while in order for us to get it, meaning we have to turn the Bluetooth on, off, try to erase the device. If it grabs, redo it. So it does take some time. I did this, I did it off camera, and it took me less than, I would say, 10 seconds. So I didn't have to try again, it just paired up. So the NFC equipped is definitely a great feature on the 175. All right, in between the left and right buttons, there is a button here, which is the base engine. Now on the base engine, you're able to adjust from off to up to 6, and that's just going to be kind of a upgraded bass boost. All these have that as well. So that is a feature that comes on them. Let's go to Bluetooth audio. And then if I wanted to hit voice command, voice recognition, so that basically activates Siri. You can see the Siri thing is moving right there. So if you tap that voice button, it will activate Siri on your iPhone, and it'll activate the Google Voice on your Android devices. There is one more thing I do want to cover. It is how to set the clock. I cannot tell you how many times customers have come in when the time changes and they ask us to help them change their clock. Okay, so here's how this is done. You're gonna go into the setup menu, okay? Hold that down for a couple seconds, go to general, and then that's gonna appear, so clock adjust. If you don't see it right away, then just scroll around till you see clock adjust, then you hit the knob for enter, and that's pretty much it. And from here, you can control the numbers, and right now it is 11:57, 11:50. Oh, okay, so in order to do the AM, I've got to scroll till I get to it. All right, so 11:57 AM, boom. That's it, that's done. Alpine has been a leader in the car stereo receiver categories since the 80s, and they have this particular category down pretty well. Now, all these are priced extremely competitive, and each brings a lot of value for the money. Now, all these radios can be purchased on our website. We'll leave links in the description below, taking you directly to the product page. Okay, that's gonna take care of it. I'm Josh from Breaker Stereo. Hopefully this video was useful and informative, and if it was for you, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Okay, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.